Whoever cannot stop and wonder in awe is as good as dead. Strong statement by our famous friend Albert Einstein. And it goes together with living with an open heart.
Action!
Are you also tired of always chasing the next big thing, running after every carrot? But what if abundance is already within our reach? Just imagine finding peace by letting go and trusting in the flow. Gratitude is the key to thriving without striving. Let's explore this topic of gratitude, of appreciation on a deeper level. So we can invite this abundance to come our way. In addition to the gratitude, a fundamental ingredient is the receptivity, allowing ourselves to receive, to welcome whatever flows our way. We are frequently blocking ourselves, holding ourselves back by not being open to receive. It starts with compliments. I notice it myself. When somebody gives me a compliment, I have a tendency to kind of play it down, which in many ways, from a yogic perspective, that's almost recommendable. To be humble, to almost even have a sense of humility instead of this arrogance and pride. Sure, fair enough. I very much understand the reasoning behind that. Yet, there is also the other side of the coin that as we don't allow ourselves to receive a compliment, a praise, we are closing ourselves off, feeling inferior, having a sense of, no, it's not me, I'm nothing special. I don't deserve to receive this special compliment, praise, this gift. It's kind of like, oh, it's too much. So subconsciously, we can have this tendency of blocking ourselves from the good stuff flowing our way, surprisingly. And it's kind of schizophrenic. On some level, we want to, we try hard, we strive with so much effort, running after all these carrots. But on another level, we sabotage all these efforts by somehow blocking ourselves, by, in a way, feeling unworthy of all this wealth, all this abundance, all this praise flowing our way. So that's a very deep sense in human beings that we are not worthy, a sense of unworthiness. I'm not good enough. I first need to do, learn, make, meet this or that. So not yet ready. And this almost ready. We're always almost ready. Almost good enough. Just another little upgrade, patch, self-improvement hack, another YouTube video, another opportunity to learn more, get more, be even more prepared. A lot of it is based in a fundamental sense of that I'm inappropriate, that I'm not yet ready, that I'm lacking something. And I'm not good enough. Then we counterbalance that with the striving, with the efforting, with the trying hard. Instead of receiving not only new things, the praises and compliments, but also acknowledging the gifts we already received previously. With gratitude, looking back at our life, reflecting the long way we've come, this big journey we've made already, where we've came so far. We've come a long way. And if we embrace that beautiful abundance which we already have, living in a fairly healthy body, in a fairly safe and more or less beautiful place, if we cultivate this gratitude, receiving the gifts also of the past with a sense of abundance and fulfillment, if we come with, in a way, a nourished sense, with a full cup, there's this old school poetic saying, my cup is runneth over. My cup is flowing over with joy. I'm so fulfilled that I'm kind of like radiating and overflowing with this joyful, fulfilled attitude. So I don't come from this scarcity mentality, from this lack, but I'm already fulfilled with what I have, what I achieved in my life. And then I'm anyhow open to maybe something more can come my way, but without this grasping, grabbing, kind of hungry dog, hyena attitude. Like, I like this starving. Give me more. Contraction. So, a receptivity, not only to new things to arrive, but also being receptive and sensitive to notice, to acknowledge, to receive those gifts from the past, which were flowing my way previously. And then I come from this attitude of fulfillment, of already abundant presence of wherever I'm at. And then I don't need to try so hard anymore. Because even if it is just like this, I'm already content. As we discussed in another podcast episode, I am content with the content of my life. I am fulfilled with whatever is present in this moment. So I'm radically aware, I'm present to receive the presents, the gifts. I am truly available to acknowledge all the gifts that life is providing me. The mentioned fairly healthy body, more or less. That's a gift in itself and worth our acknowledgement and our appreciation, basically in every moment of life. We only value things when we lose them. So when suddenly things are disappearing, when we don't have them available anymore, then what to do? Then we are acknowledging like, wow, I wasn't even aware of the value of a healthy body. We only notice that when we get sick, when we have an accident. And you might have noticed in small things, we just have a little scratch, a cut, some problem in our finger. Or at the moment, I have a thing going on with my foot, some little infection there. Where did it come from? Now I'm in trouble. It's an inflamed, infected thing. It was nothing, not even a cut. Suddenly it started. And now I'm limited. I cannot do my daily routine as I'm used to. I shouldn't go in the swimming pool because then it will get infected even more. And now I'm kind of like, oh, I wish I would be healthy again. I wouldn't have that little inflammation there. And that's a small thing. So we frequently only notice what we used to have once it gets taken away from us. But if we come from this attitude of appreciation, acknowledging with gratitude the abundance we already have, then we value more. We pay more respect by acknowledging all these gifts which are provided to us. So, receptivity from the previous topics, what we received already, all the other ingredients, and also receptivity then towards new things coming our way, so that we welcome in those abundant offers that life provides, which we frequently don't even notice because we tend to have a negative bias. The mind loves to focus on the things which are going wrong, on the lack. In some way, it can be functional that also bad news are transmitting. Maybe evolutionarily, we can say, like, okay, it was for a good reason that the bad news about this poisonous, whatever, mushroom or something was spreading in the tribe. Warning. No, this red mushroom with the white dots, don't eat it. It's poisonous. We've seen it for years and generations. So the bad news, again, something happened wrong. No, there's some value in this survival evolutionary drive. Maybe some of this bias towards bad news of the mind is coming from that. Maybe. In any case, it's supercharged by the modern media, both the old school TV networks, news stations, CNN, the crisis news network, all the things going wrong all the time, all the plane crashes, all the terror attacks, and all the other accidents and scandals, full of it. And then on top of it, put all the horror movies and all the thrillers and all the crime and real time tracking, and social media is also full of the scandals, the complaints, the problems, the things going wrong, which I understand they are a problem. But we have this negative focus. And then also in our own life, no, that transmits this tendency, this habit of always seeing the bad things, stuffing ourselves from outside with bad news, and then also in our life, no, the infamous complaining attitude of always emphasizing what was going wrong, always something not right, not good enough. Our mind tends to be full of that. And then that leads, of course, to this focus on what is missing, the lack, the mentioned scarcity attitude. And then how do we expect the abundance to suddenly flow our way? Gifts were given to us previously, but we didn't really receive them with appreciation. We didn't really acknowledge the wonderful value that was provided to us previously. And then in a way we give a signal to life, kind of like we're not a good recipient, not really worthy in that way. No, life continues to give, but we ignore. We don't even notice. Being thankful for the small things. Cultivating this awareness of the present moment, being more lucid, more sensitive, more receptive, to actually be open. Have that curiosity, this childlike freshness, which in Zen Buddhism is called the beginner's mind. This wonderment, this enthusiasm, this being inspired by all the abundant beauty that life has to offer, all the small things of nature, all the miraculous creatures. This miracle in this body, 10 trillion cells. That's 10,000 billion cells. And basically each of them has a great variety of dozens, probably hundreds of biochemical processes going on simultaneously in each of those 10,000 billion cells. Did we ever acknowledge the synergy, the magnificent wonder of life happening on an ongoing basis within this marvelous body? Let's just pause for a moment, occasionally. Take a deep breath. And with a soft smile on the lips, we exhale, long out breath, and just rest in the reverence, in the presence of this miracle we call life. This body which carries us on this perfect planet. Yes, the planet is in trouble. Yet, it's still a wonderful world. So shifting our perspective, that is the invitation. Being receptive to welcome the gifts of life. Cultivating this beginner's mind, this freshness, this curiosity, this sacred wonderment. A paraphrased statement by an Einstein quote, famous Albert Einstein, frequently misquoted. So I'm just paraphrasing. Whoever cannot stop and wonder in awe in this wonderment, fascination, whoever cannot stop and wonder in awe is as good as dead. Strong statement by our famous friend Albert Einstein. We're kind of sleepwalking, not really present, not aware, not cultivating this lucid appreciation of all the beauty of life. So that's the invitation. To sum it up, being more receptive of the gifts of past, present, and future, welcoming all of them with the attitude of gratitude, cultivating this appreciation to welcome with a radical openness, being fully present to receive the presence in this moment, embracing those gifts that are provided. So that's the invitation. And it goes together with living with an open heart, trusting in the process, knowing that whatever is provided is appropriate. And even if it's a challenging, difficult obstacle, we can see it as a gift, as an opportunity to learn and grow. As the famous proverb goes, we grow with the challenges. Thank you, life, for giving me another opportunity to get more mature, to finally learn these lessons. So I trust that life will continue to offer those gifts to you, and I hope that you will receive them with an open heart and with this sense of thank you. I truly appreciate whatever is provided. The best mantra is thank you. Not just as a lip service, but as a deep, heartfelt appreciation. I think it's a Mother Teresa invitation. In prayer, it is better to have a heart without words than words without heart. I send you much love and blessings from the abundance of wonderful Bali straight into your abundant heart. Please join us for some future practices so we can also apply this wonderful art of living in meditation sessions, in asana classes, which we provide freely with this attitude of an overflowing heart, sharing the abundance here on our YouTube channel and on other social and podcast platforms. Thank you for joining us in this journey. Full love, big blessings, and all the best to you. Namaste.